तुझ्या पूजेने त्याचं तर विशेषच. तुझ्या पूजेने समथिंग व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट. तुझ्या पूजेने जमेल. तुझ्या पूजेने तुझ्या पूजेने समथिंग व्हेरी गुड. मराठी 36 तुझ्या पूजेने फार आवडतं.
तुझ्या पूजनी जय श्री माता जी। जय श्री माता जी। Am I audible?
जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता जी।
दीदी जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता जी।
दीदी।
जय श्री माता जी। हम सब श्री माता जी को नतमस्तक होकर प्रणाम करेंगे। आज सागर भैया का था, वो कनेक्ट हो नहीं पा रहे। चित्त सहस्रार में और दोनों हाथों में। Let us keep our attention on Sahasrara and both the palms. देखेंगे हमको हमारे साथ क्या हो रहा है, श्री माता जी से हम कितना जुड़ पा रहे हैं। सहस्रार के श्री माता जी को देखते हुए कुंडली माँ अपने आप ऊपर उठती है, सहस्रार में आ जाती है। हम सहस्रार को महसूस करेंगे श्री माता जी को देखते हुए। हम श्री माता जी के सहस्रार देख सकते हैं, आंखों में देख सकते हैं, बिंदिया देख सकते हैं। लेट अस ऑब्जर्व आवर मदर कुंडली rising from Mooladhara. She reaches Sahasrara when we look at Shri Mataji. Let us feel her presence in Sahasrara. Looking at Shri Mataji, we can look at Shri Mataji's eyes, Bindiya or Sahasrara. With love and bhakti, let us observe both the palms. दोनों हाथों को महसूस करेंगे। जो हाथ में चैतन्य है, इसे चैतन्य से हम धीरे से कुंडली माँ को उठा के बंधन दें। Let us raise our mother kundali and take bandhan with these vibrations. Slowly, feeling the movement of mother kundali along with our hands. After 3 notes, let us take both hands towards the 3 बटन डालने के बाद दोनों हाथ हम आकाश की तरफ लेंगे। ब्रह्मरंध्र को 10 उंगलियों को महसूस करेंगे। धीरे से हाथ को नीचे लेके आएंगे। अब हम कवच धारणा करेंगे। लेट अस टेक कवच, देवी कवच, keeping complete attention on vibrations पूर्ण चैतन्य के ऊपर हमारे शरीर के बाजू आजू बाजू में कवच की बनते हुए हम अनुभव करेंगे. लेट अस फील द formation of layers of protection around our body. After taking kavach, once again let us look at Shri Mataji's lotus feet, and feel her lotus feet in our Sahasrara. हम श्री माता जी की चरण कमलों को हमारे सहस्रार में महसूस करते हुए श्री माता जी को देखें. धीरे से दाएं हाथ को सहस्रार के ऊपर रखेंगे. लेट अस कीप our right hand on Sahasrara Brahmarandra. Feel the coolness of Mother Kundalini. Spreading all over the brain slowly. पूर्ण मस्तिष्क को चैतन्य की लहरें पहुंचते हुए हम महसूस करेंगे. सहस्रार के पंखुड़ियां धीरे से एक एक करके खुलते हुए और सहस्रार में ज्यादा से ज्यादा ठंडक फैलते हुए हम महसूस करेंगे. लेट अस फील द spreading of coolness in Sahasrara and opening of petals, more and more petals. Let us feel Shri Mataji's lotus feet in our Sahasrara. धीरे से दाएं हाथ को हम ऊपर उठाएंगे 2-3 इंच ऊपर. Let us slowly lift our right hand 2-3 inches above. Observe the Brahmarandra. ब्रह्मरंध्र को महसूस करेंगे. Let us feel the opening of Brahmarandra. ब्रह्मरंध्र का खोलना हम अनुभव करेंगे. श्री माता जी कृपा कर हमारे सहस्रार को और ब्रह्मरंध्र को पूर्ण रूप से खोलते हुए हमें आपके चरण कमलों में विलीन करा दीजिए. Shri Mataji, please open our Sahasrara and Brahmarandra and please dissolve us into your lotus feet. Observe the fingers of the left palm. बाएं हाथ की उंगलियों को हम महसूस करेंगे. Right hand on lap, left hand above 3 inches सहस्रार. दाएं हाथ गोद में, बाएं हाथ सहस्रार से 3 इंच ऊपर रखेंगे. महसूस करेंगे श्री माता जी कृपा कर हमारे चित्त को आपके चरण कमलों में विलीन करा दीजिए. श्री माता जी, प्लीज डिसॉल्व our attention into your lotus feet. Let us observe the opening of Brahmarandra fully. Let us observe Brahmarandra along with the fingers of the right palm. दाएं हाथ की उंगलियों को भी हम महसूस करेंगे ब्रह्मरंध्र के साथ साथ. पूर्णतया हम चैतन्य में चित्त को रखेंगे, अनुभव करते रहेंगे. Completely, let us keep our attention completely on vibrations. Let us feel the vibrations. Opening of Brahmarandra more and more. Left hand on lap, right hand once again 3 inches above the Sahasrara. बाएं हाथ गोद में लेंगे, दाएं हाथ फिर से हम सहस्रार के 3 इंच ऊपर. सहस्रार से ज्यादा पंखुड़ियां खुलते हुए हम महसूस करेंगे. Let us feel the opening of more and more petals of Sahasrara. Let us feel the fingers of left palm. बाएं हाथ की उंगलियों को महसूस करेंगे. एक एक करके पीठा भी खुलते हम महसूस करेंगे. धीरे से हाथ को ऊपर लेके जाएंगे. Slowly let us lift our hand 5-6 inches above. From this side, let us observe the Brahmarandra and the lotus feet of Shri Mataji below the Brahmarandra. इस हाइट से हम ब्रह्मरंध्र को महसूस करेंगे और ब्रह्मरंध्र के नीचे श्री माता जी के चरण कमलों को महसूस करेंगे. क्लोज और आइज, आंख बंद करेंगे. दोनों हाथ खोल दें. Both the hands on lap. We can feel the vibrations flowing towards Brahmarandra and lotus feet of Shri Mataji. That is the heart pita from above the Sahasrara. सहस्रार के ऊपर से चैतन्य की धाराएं सहस्रार की तरफ बहते हुए हम महसूस करेंगे. हार्ट पीटा को महसूस करेंगे. जैसे जैसे हार्ट पेटा खुलता है, सहस्रार भी ज्यादा से ज्यादा खुलता है और सेंट हार्ट भी खुलता है। हम महसूस करें, when heart peta opens, sahasrara also opens and cent heart also opens. Let us feel it. धीरे से हाथ को बैक आज्ञा में रखेंगे. Slowly let us keep our right hand on back आज्ञा. Observe the Chaitanya flows towards back ajna now, nourishing the back, Mooladhara Peta and Swadhisthana Petas. अभी ब्रह्मरंध्र से जो चैतन्य अंदर आ रहा है वो बैक आज्ञा के तरफ देते हुए हम महसूस करेंगे. मूलाधार पेटा और स्वादिष्टान पेटाओं को चेतित करते हुए महसूस करें. श्री माता जी के चरण कमलों को महसूस करेंगे हम बैक आज्ञा में. लेट अस फील द presence of Shri Mataji's lotus feet there in the back ajna. Shri Mataji, please forgive and dissolve all our karmas and sins of the past. श्री माता जी कृपा कर हमारे कर्मों को और पापों को क्षमा करके आपके चरण कमलों में विलीन करा दीजिए. धीरे से हाथ को सहस्रार के ऊपर महसूस करेंगे बैक आज्ञा और स्वादिष्टान पीठा को और सहस्रार को. लेट अस फील द वाइब्रेशंस ऑफ बैक आज्ञा एंड सहस्रार. Let us take our right hand on Nabhi Pita slowly. Nabhi Pita में रखेंगे right hand को. नाभि में फिजिकल बॉडी में, नाभि में कुछ हलचल हमको महसूस हो रहा है क्या? Let us feel observe that. Are we feeling any movements or vibrations in our Nabhi chakra in the physical body? Slowly take the hand on Brahmarandra and raise. Take it above. ब्रह्मरंध्र के ऊपर रखेंगे हाथ को और धीरे से ऊपर उठाएंगे। महसूस करेंगे बैकाग्ना एंड नाभि पीठा को। लेट अस फील द बैकाग्ना एंड नाभि पीठा। चैतन्य की धारा बहुत जोरों से अंदर आते हुए पूर्ण रूप से मस्तिष्क को, बैकाग्ना को, नाभि पीठा को नरिश करते हुए महसूस करेंगे। Let us feel the vibrations flow with great force towards बैकाग्ना and नाभि पीठाs. Slowly let us take our right hand on फ्रंटाग्ना। फ्रंटाग्ना में रखेंगे हाथ को। इस मस्तिष्क को हम श्री माता जी के चरण कमलों में समर्पित कर देंगे। Let us surrender this brain at the lotus feet of Shri Mataji. Shri Mataji, we surrender this brain at your lotus feet completely. Shri Mataji के चरण कमलों को महसूस करेंगे। Let us feel the lotus feet of Shri Mataji in the brain, whole brain. पूर्ण मस्तिष्क में श्री माता जी के चरण कमल को हम महसूस करेंगे। श्री माता जी कृपा कर इस मस्तिष्क में विराजमान हो जाइए। इस मस्तिष्क की देखभाल करने की कृपा कीजिए। इस मस्तिष्क को नियंत्रण करने की कृपा कीजिए श्री माता जी। इस मस्तिष्क को नरिश करने की, शक्ति प्रदान करने की कृपा कीजिए श्री माता जी। प्लीज कम इन आवर ब्रेन। श्री माता जी, प्लीज टेक केयर ऑफ दिस ब्रेन। प्लीज नरिश दिस ब्रेन। श्री माता जी, प्लीज कंट्रोल दिस ब्रेन। We surrender this brain at your lotus feet. हम इस मस्तिष्क को आपके चरण कमलों में समर्पित कर रहे हैं। धीरे से हाथ को एकादश रुद्रों में। Slowly let us move our hand upward to the Ekadash Rudras. श्रीमती जी, कृपा कर हमारे एकादश रुद्रों को चैतन्य प्रदान कीजिए, शक्ति प्रदान कीजिए, ताकि हमारे अंदर की और बाहर की नेगेटिविटी से लड़ सके, विजय हो सके। श्रीमती जी, प्लीज नरिश our Ekadash Rudras. Make them powerful as we can fight with the negativities of the inside and outside and get the victory over the negativity. धीरे से हाथ को विराट पीठा में, विशुद्धि पीठा में. Let's take our hand on Virata Pita, Vishuddhi Pita. Shri Mataji, please make us part and parcel of Virata. Please bless us with all the qualities and powers of Virata. श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमें विराट के अंग प्रत्यंग बनाइए. हमें श्री विराट के समस्त गुण और शक्तियां प्रदान करने की कृपा कीजिए. हाथ को ब्रह्मरंध्र के ऊपर. टेक द हैंड ऑन ब्रह्मरंध्र. Feel the coolness all over the brain. पूर्ण मस्तिष्क में ठंडक, ठंडी ठंडी लहरें बहते हुए हम महसूस कर पा रहे थे. हाथ को ऊपर उठाएंगे जहां तक हम चैतन्य को महसूस कर पा रहे हैं. Slowly let us lift our hand till the height we feel the mother kundalini. Observing the Sahasrara petals, let us rotate our hand above there. सहस्रार को महसूस करते हुए हम हाथ को धीरे से ऊपर क्लॉकवाइज घुमाएंगे. जैसे जैसे हम हाथ को घुमा रहे हैं, पूर्ण चैतन्य फैल रही है और हमको आनंद दे रही है. हम महसूस करें. चैतन्य की धाराएं सहस्रार को खोल के आज्ञा से विशुद्धि की तरफ बढ़ते हुए महसूस करेंगे। हाथ गोद में, ऊपर से हम चैतन्य को महसूस करते रहेंगे। विशुद्धि में है तो विशुद्धि की 16 पंखुड़ियों को हम अनुभव करेंगे। Let us feel the vibrations flowing towards Sushumna, nourishing the petals of 16 petals of Vishuddhi. Let us feel the 16 petals, 16 powers of Shri Radha Krishna. Moving towards Mooladhara through Sushumna, चैतन्य की धारा अंदर मूलाधार की तरफ बहते हुए हम महसूस कर पा रहे हैं क्या? धीरे से हम ब्रह्मरंध्र से सांस लेंगे और सांस छोड़ेंगे। Let us breathe in and breathe out from Sahasrara. Breathe in towards Mooladhara. Breathe out towards sky. Now let us put our attention on our mother Kundalini and Shri Mataji's mother Kundalini. हमारे चित्त को हम अभी हमारे कुंडली माँ और श्री माता जी की कुंडली माँ के ऊपर डालेंगे, सहस्रार के ऊपर से। श्री माता जी कृपा कर हमारे कुंडली माँ को आपके कुंडली माँ से एककारिता प्रदान कीजिए। श्री माता जी, dissolve our mother Kundalini with your mother Kundalini. Enjoy the complete oneness. पूर्ण एककारिता को हम अनुभव करेंगे। इस आनंददायी स्थिति में हम श्री माता जी की
Today we
अमृतवाणी
have
सुनेंगे।
gathered here to worship Sri Krishna. We must understand the significance of Sri Krishna's advent on the Vishuddhi Chakra. As you know very well, except for once or twice, Sri Brahmadeva has taken his incarnation. Also once Sri Ganesha has taken his birth as Lord Jesus Christ. But Vishnu Tattva, the principle of Vishnu, has taken many a times birth on this earth, as the goddess had to take many a times her birth. They had to work together many a times, and with the principle of Vishnu, the principle of Mahalakshmi has acted to help the ascent of the people. So the principle of Vishnu is for your ascent, for the evolutionary process of human beings. Through this advent and through the power of Mahalakshmi, we have become human beings from amoeba stage. This is a spontaneous working for us, but for the principle of Vishnu, he had to go through various incarnations to evolve. As you know, there have been incarnations of Sri Vishnu as a fish to begin with. I went on till it came to the state of Sri Krishna, where they say that he has become complete. But one has to realize that he works on our central nervous system. He builds our central nervous system. Through our evolutionary process, our central nervous system has been built up. And this central nervous system has given us all the human awareness that we have. Otherwise, we would have been just like the stones. But through this building up of our awareness, one after another, building up different chakras within us, this principle of Vishnu has brought us to the understanding that we have to seek the truth and ultimately we have to become Sajyogis. So this principle of Sri Krishna is so important that at the state, as we call it the Vishuddhi Chakra, we become complete. In the sense that when the Sahasrara is opened out for you and you start feeling the vibrations, you are not yet fully complete. If you were just complete, then it would have been an end of your evolution. Because at that stage, if you had finished it, then there was no need to have Sahaja. But actually it means that once the Sahasrara is opened out, then you have to come down to your Vishuddhi Chakra. That means to your collective. If it is not working on your Vishuddhi Chakra, the enlightenment on Vishuddhi Chakra, you cannot feel the vibrations. As you saw yesterday, the artist started playing in a very new dimension. It's not that only they got awakening of the Kundalini. The awakening of the Kundalini was there, no doubt. But it had to come down to their Vishuddhi Chakra. If I could not have brought it back to their Vishuddhi Chakra, their hands would not have moved that fast. They would have never felt the sweetness, the madhurya of Shri Krishna, and they would not have manifested it. So, all that is expressed through your fingers and hands achieves that new awareness of creating the madhurya, the sweetness. In your art, in your music, in your gestures, in every way your hands are very important. But Vishuddhi Chakra also plays part, as you know, on the 16 chakras or the subplexuses which look after our face, our ears, nose, eyes, neck. All these things are looked after by Vishuddhi Chakra. As a result, also, you can become great actors. You can have eyes which are innocent. You can have a skin which is shining. You can have ears which can hear the divine music. You can have a nose which shows your dignity. In the same way, your whole facial expression changes. If you are a very harsh person and a hot-tempered person, and you have harshness on your face, or else if you are like a beggar all the time, or you are crying all the time, weeping, your face looks so miserable, everything changes and comes into the center where you look beautiful, you look attractive in the divine way, and also you get a very sweet countenance. Also the teeth and the tongue are looked after by Vishuddhi Chakra. So your teeth which are in trouble get cured. You sometimes, as I told you, I have never been to a dentist all my life. So you can imagine that you don't have to go to the dentist anymore if you have your Vishuddhi Chakra all right. Then also your tongue improves. For example, some people are very sarcastic by temperament. They cannot say something sweetly. All the time they are sarcastic, saying sarcastic things. Some people have a habit of abusive language. Some people are extremely beggarish type, all the time talking in a very beggarish manner. There's no dignity, there's no sweetness, and there is no self-confidence for some people. Some people even stammer. Some people cannot stand on the stage and give a lecture. All these things drop out as soon as your Vishuddhi Chakra improves. This is only outward. This is the outward manifestation of the Vishuddhi Chakra's improvement within yourself through the awakening of Shri Krishna on Vishuddhi Chakra. But what happens really is that inside you, you become a witness. You become a witness in the sense that all that is disturbing, all that is troubling you, all that is a problem, you just start watching it. You start witnessing it. You start seeing it, and you do not get disturbed. That seeing, that witnessing state has a tremendous power. Whatever you see without thinking, your problems get solved. Any problem you have, once you get this witness state, what we call tatastha, means you are standing on the shores and watching the waves to move. Then you know how to solve the problems. So your witness state has to be developed, and sometimes I have seen people have to go through little difficulties to develop that witness state. This is very important, that once the Kundalini starts supplying you from your Sahasrara downward, moving on your chakras and enriching your different chakras on the Vishuddhi chakra, when it has to stay, it really tries to little bit take you through turmoils. And you start thinking that, see, now my life was so blissful, I had so many blessings, and now what has happened? But this is the time when you should become tatastha, means you should become a witness. If you become a witness, everything improves. For example, you are, say, a person who is working in some place. As soon as you become a witness, you see, your attention goes inside and you start watching things from inside out. As a result, you see exactly what's wrong where. And as you have got the power of witnessing, with that power you get over the problems that you have. Problems get solved very easily if you know how to witness the whole situation than to get involved into it. And this is the best state which we call as Sakshi Swarupatva, which you achieve when the Kundalini comes up and the connection is established and the divine ray starts following through that and enriches your Vishuddhi chakra. Now the name of Shri Krishna has come from the word Krishi, meaning the plowing of the soil for planting the crops. Now he is the one who has done the plowing for us, in the sense that he has created us in such a manner that when the sprouting has to be done, you are already ready for it. But as it is, we human beings spoil our Vishuddhi chakra by many wrong things, as you have seen that we smoke or we take drugs or we take tobaccos and all that. So our Vishuddhi chakra goes out. On top of that, if you are a person who doesn't talk at all, or who talks too much, or who shouts and screams and who shows temper, raises his voices, also spoils his Vishuddhi chakra. So the first thing is that in your using the Vishuddhi chakra, you have to remember it is to be used for sweetness, for madhurya. If you want to say something to someone, try to say something that is sweet and nice. Practice it. In certain places I have seen that people are used to a kind of a talk. And sometimes they cannot talk in the fashion that is sweet. For them it is adharma, as if to talk sweetly to someone. They only believe that you must really talk in a manner that will hurt others. So hurting anybody is not in the dharma of Sri Krishna. He either killed somebody or he was sweet. There's nothing in between. Either you have to be sweet to people or you have to kill someone. Now killing part you leave it. So you have to be only sweet. You all have to be sweet to each other. Especially among Sahajogis, you have to be extremely sweet to each other. And dealing with others also, sweetly you have to tell them. If you find anything wrong with them, they see this is not good. You are now come to Sahajoga, now you must behave like this or behave like that. Now, Sri Krishna's life has another very significant role to play. That is, he came on this earth after Sri Rama's advent, who was also Sri Vishnu. When Sri Rama came, the people were very ignorant. They had no idea about dharma. So as a king, he wanted to teach them dharma. And so he had to become very serious. So his incarnation was something of a very serious father who is very seriously undergoing all kinds of turmoils and things, and to create an image of a benevolent king. As a result, when his incarnation was over, people became very serious-minded. And all the seriousness started in the religion, all the ritualism started, people became extremely rigid. And that rigidity killed all the joy of life. And then all kinds of other things also started with that rigidity, is the beginning of Brahmanism. Brahmanism started in India when people started using Brahmanism as a birthright, while it is not a birthright of anyone to be a Brahmin, but you have to become a Brahmin. After realization, you become a Brahmin. This fact is established not only in Shri Krishna's time, but also in Shri Rama's time, because Shri Rama himself was not a Brahmin. He made a person to write his Ramayana, who was Valmiki, who was a scheduled caste and was a fisherman. Very surprising, he asked this fisherman to write his Ramayana when he was not a Brahmin. And he made him a Brahmin. In a sense, as you have become Brahmins, means knowing the Brahma. Those who know the Brahma are the Brahmins, and not those who are born in the Brahmin caste are Brahmins. And that is why people sometimes get very upset that how can these be Brahmins if they are so perverse and they can commit all kinds of sins. So by following any such religion or any such rigid ideas, you cannot improve. If you call yourself a Christian, then one thing has to be seen in a Christian, that you cannot have adulterous eyes. Now I would like to know how many Christians can claim that. If they have no adulterous eyes about, say, women, they'll have adulterous eyes about things. So you cannot say that by becoming Christians, we have become really Christians. In the same way, we can say about Hindus. In the Hindu religion, Krishna has said that the Atma resides in everyone. He never said that the birth determines your jati, your caste. But among Hindus, we believe that everybody has a jati and that everybody is a separate thing. Some people are to be treated as low, some as high. This is just the opposite what Sri Krishna has preached, because he said in everybody there is Atma. And now in Sahaja Yoga we have proved that whatever religion you may follow, whatever things you follow, ideas or philosophy, whatever you may follow, you all can become realized souls. So nobody is higher, nobody is lower. The best thing is to believe that all others are wrong and we are correct. But all of those people who believe like this may have to go to hell directly, because they have not reached the truth. The truth is you have to become a realized soul. And if you are not a realized soul, you are nowhere near God. You have to enter into the kingdom of God. Christ himself has said that you have to enter into the kingdom of God, you are to be born again, and when you will be calling me Christ, Christ, I won't recognize you. Openly has said it, he has warned you. Say about Muhammad Sahib himself has said, when the time of Qiyamah, his resurrection will come, your hands will speak. And he has also said very clearly, till the Qiyamah, you do all these things like, you see, Rosa and all that. But when the Qiyamah comes, when you get your resurrection, then you don't have to do. It's clearly said it. But nobody is trying to find out the Qiyamah. Only they are trying to find faults with this or that and fight with each other. Now this resurrection time he has already mentioned. When your hands will speak, it's in Sahaja Yoga. So after this, you don't have to do anything. Now you have become a peer according to him. Once you have become a wali, you don't have to do all these things. And you become dharmati. It is said also in Indian philosophy by Shri Krishna that you become dharmati, you go beyond religion. Means religion becomes part and parcel of it. You don't have to have outside religions which are of no use. It's clearly said. And Shri Krishna has said it as clearly as anybody could say, very, very clearly, that you have to go beyond your gunas, beyond your dharmas. That means you have to become a person who is religious innately. and not to skip it that far, how can I do? And not to become a person who is just outwardly something like Christian, Hindu, Muslim. No, inside. Inside you have to become. Now as a result of that you have seen what Sri Krishna has said, that once you become from inside, then I don't have to tell you, don't drink, don't do this, don't do that, nothing. You just don't do it. You just don't do it. And you understand it so well that this should not be done, that should not be done. To overcome all kind of nonsense of religion, Sri Krishna's advent was there. It's a very important advent, but I don't know how many people understand that. He came to show that it's all Leela, it's all the play of God. What is there to be serious? What is there to be ritualistic? You cannot bind God in any rituals. That's why he came on this earth, to tell you that you should not try to bind yourself by rituals which are nonsensical. This was his teaching so many years back. He taught this 6,000 years back. But still, if you see, in every religion, there are so many rituals going on. So when the incarnations died, people started rituals, funny stuff. Even when Sri Krishna died, they didn't know what to do now. Because he said, no more rituals. Just play holy, be happy, joyous, dance, and sing. That's what he said. Now what to do? Now if he has said so, so they started a new thing. Let us make it a romantic stuff. Human beings know how to make everything perverse. Nobody can beat them in this. So they made him look like a very romantic personality, romancing with Radha. Ra is energy, Dha is the one who has sustained energy. So show romances with her. Then she was Mahalakshmi herself, to show his relationship with Mahalakshmi as if they were husband and wife. So there were also some poets who started describing them as husband and wife and all kinds of nonsense. In divine relationship, there is nothing like husband and wife. It's the power which is potential and power that is kinetic. There is no such relationship that exists as human beings try to make it. Because human beings have a habit to bring all the divine incarnations to their own levels. As you have seen that if you see, the best are the Greeks who brought all the great incarnations to their own levels. In the same way, they could not do much with Sri Krishna, so they said, all right, make him a romantic personality. That will suit us. So it suited many horrible people. We had one Nawab in Lucknow who had 365 wives. And he used to dress up like Sri Krishna, sometimes like Radha, and dance. And he said, now I have become Sri Krishna. So many, gurus came as Sri Krishna, playing flute, calling everybody else as their gopis and this and that, all nonsense. And we have so many groups now working like that, Brahma, Kumaris and all that. When there is one Krishna, the rest are all gopis and gopas, and they don't marry and all kinds of nonsense. This is absolutely absurd and perverse and brings bad name to Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna was Yogeshwara. He was Yogeshwara. He was so detached that once his wives, who were his powers, and they said that we want to go across and worship a particular saint. They said, all right, why don't you go? He said, no, the river is in spate and we don't know how to cross the river. He said, all right, you go and tell the river that we want to go and see such and such saint, and Sri Krishna has said that you come down. If Sri Krishna is Yogeshwara, and if he has had no wife, then you go down. So they went to the river and said that if Sri Krishna has had no wives and he is a Yogeshwara, then please go down. The river went down. So they were surprised that he is supposed to be our husband and still he is Yogeshwara, he is so detached. They crossed over and they went and worshipped the saint. So the saint said, now you can go back. When they were coming back, they found again the river was in spate. So they went back to the saint and he said, now how do we go back? He said, how did you come? He said, Shri Krishna said that you go and ask the river, if I was a Yogeshwara, then you go down. All right. So you go and ask the river that the saint did not eat anything whatsoever, and he was absolutely detached about it, so the river will go down. So they were surprised because they had fed him, he has ate everything, he has done everything. So they went to the river and said, oh river, the saint never ate anything, he was absolutely detached about food, he did not touch the food, and the river went down. So they were surprised, how is it that the saint ate everything and did not eat anything? Means he was in aswada. He was not involved into the food. He was detached. And they were surprised. That looks like, it looks like a lie from a human point of view. It is not. It is not. That's a fact. He is a Yogeshwara and he is so detached. So people don't understand divinity and they think that how can it be a person who has 16,000 wives and 5 other wives can be a person who is not yet married? Because he was Yogeshwara. And that is what you all have to be Yogeshwaras. You are married, you have got children. I am happy you are married because that's a auspicious thing to do, to marry to begin with. But you should not get involved with your family, my child, my family. Many people I have seen, they come to Sahajoga, get married and get lost. Because to them marriage now, I am enjoying my family now, looking after my family. Our family is the whole universe. It is not just my own wife and my children, but the whole universe is our family. And this is what Sri Krishna tried to show in his life, that the whole universe is your family. You are a universal being. This is what he preached throughout, that you are a universal being and you have to be a part and parcel of the whole. You are the part and parcel of the whole. The microcosm becomes the macrocosm. And this is not a lecture, but has to happen within yourself, that you have to develop your collective consciousness. And this is the gift of Sri Krishna, because at the brain, he becomes a Virata. So now we have three identities within ourselves. On the heart is Shiva, in the brain is Sri Krishna, the Virat, and in the liver, Brahmadeva.
Let us establish the vibrations in all the chakras and nadis. चैतन्य को हमारी समस्त नाड़ियों में, चक्रों में हम स्थापित करेंगे, महसूस करेंगे. हम हृदय में श्री माता जी के चरण कमलों को देखेंगे. Let us see Shri Mataji in our heart in the form of Shiva Parvati. करचरण कृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनयनजं वा मानसं वा पराधं विहितं वा अविहितं एतत् सर्वं क्षमस्व. जय जय करुणाब्धे श्री महादेव शंभो. जय जय करुणाब्धे श्री महादेव शंभो. जय जय करुणाब्धे श्री महादेव शंभो. साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः. हम प्रणाम करेंगे. लेट अस ऑफर प्रणाम. Now come to Sahasrara. Thank you, Shri Mataji. Thank you, Mom. Thank you very much for your blessings and love. कोटि कोटि प्रणाम आचार्य. धन्यवाद. अनंत कोटि प्रणाम आपके चरण कमलों में। कृपा कर स्वीकार कीजिए। हम कुंडली मकुटा के बंधन लेंगे। लेट्स टेक करेक्टिव बंधन। जय श्री माता जी, जय श्री माता जी और शुभ रात्रि, निर्मल रात्रि सबको। जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता
पद्मा
जी।
दीदी जय श्री माता जी। निर्मल रात्रि।
जय श्री माता जी, निर्मल रात्रि।
जय श्री माता जी दीदी।
जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता जी दीदी।
जय श्री माता जी। चलिए हम सहस्रार को मेंटेन करेंगे रात भर। लेट अस मेंटेन द सहस्रार। जय श्री माता जी। गुड नाइट। सेशन को एंड करेंगे।